and gentlemen, we do apologise for our technical difficulties, but we are going back to the action right now. And entering the case first into the red corner, Tom Gibbs.
Tom Gibbs from Elite Training Centre. Our second fight of the night from Elite Training Centre. They came out with they lost the decision in the first fight. Will they come away from a victory in this one? We've seen Tom before, really talented fighter. Good at everything, can wrestle, can strike, can grapple on the floor, got submissions, got knockout power, fan favourite as well, really good. And he's got, wow, Darren, you can tell us about his training partners.
So he trains with Sam Creasy, he trains with Steve, obviously. Got Steve in his corner, which is why I'm again on the mic. There must be a word for the mic, right? You know, quite a posh one rather than the wheels of steel. Must be a good word, but last time my first comms I was doing Tom Gibbs against Duncan, and interestingly Duncan won that night. He then went on to win the title, and then he's fighting at a different title tonight.
It's all about Tom though, and like you said before, Tom has got Steve Brinkman in his corner, and Steve is a really good wrestling coach from Canada, and having a good wrestling coach makes such a difference in the UK MMA scene, because there's a lot of teams with good jiu-jitsu guys, there's a lot of teams with good striking. You know, the UK, we've got a history of striking, but no one's got those high-level wrestling coaches.
Be interesting to see if the delay that we had has affected the fighters in any way, because
it's like a grudge match, this is, because the first fight of the night we had Elite versus Coopers,
yes,
and now we've got Elite versus Coopers.
Yeah.
But Coopers MMA, all the way from Ireland, they've made a long trip, and good fighters only make that trip when they are sure they got the talent to be in there and do well. And the MMA scene in Ireland has just blown up. The Conor McGregor effect. Everyone wants to be Conor McGregor. And Coopers MMA, they got a really good coach. They got the brown belt, Keith Cooper, in their 3,000 square foot facility. And they always bring amazing fighters to Battle Arena.
And it looks like they've got Maxim in the corner here of Dean. So Maxim's just won. Coming straight out to corner his friend here.
Part of the walkout crew. And having good coaches makes all the difference. If you've got someone that's been there before, they've had MMA fights, they know what you're going through, it can really, really help you. It gives you that confidence. And you've got guys that have been there, they've weathered the storm, they're going to know what to do, they're going to know what to shout as advice. You know, it breaks my heart when sometimes I'm commentating on fights and I see a cornerman just giving terrible advice.
Absolutely.
But you won't see that with these two camps. Both legit camps with amazing fighters.
And I think corner work has come on particularly, you know, with the rest of MMA. You've got, you know, you always watch like Jackson Winklejohn, and they won't say anything for 10 seconds. They'll let their fighter come down, they'll give them very minimal instructions, and they'll walk away knowing what they're doing.
Too many cornermen think it's their moment to shine.
Yeah. The fighter in the red corner, weighing 60.4 kilograms, fighting out of Elite Training Centre, Tom Gibbs. And his opponent, the fighter in the blue corner, weighing 59.6 kilograms, fights out of Cooper's MMA, Dean Ryan. And your referee in charge, Mr. Alan Jackson.
I'm so excited for this one. There's a lot of people in the crowd who are talking about how this could be the fight of the night.
Nice. And they touch gloves.
Good show of respect. Oh, swapping.
One for one leg kicks.
Switching. Ooh,
nice
very
sharp
nice
hands.
Striking.
Oh, nice inside leg kick there though from Tom.
Dean's got nice footwork. We're only a few seconds into the fight and he's switched stance 3 or 4 times and mixed up those leg kicks. He's keeping Tom guessing. Tom with a lovely slip left hook. Oh, Tom's trying to get the timing of that kick to get a takedown.
It's almost the opposite of the last fight with Dean showing the sharp jab and
great
landed there.
hands by Dean. Dean is very calm and composed.
Yeah.
As is Tom, but Dean looks like he's kind of sparring almost. He just looks so relaxed. Whereas Tom is just loading up just a little bit on his shots.
Landed a nice low leg kick now, which we're seeing more of, these low leg kicks to the calf. Nice snappy right hand there, didn't quite land, but...
It's amazing how you have like the kind of fashion things in MMA.
Yes.
For a while, everyone was throwing spinning hook kicks.
Exactly,
like
or the kick to the face that Anderson landed.
Yeah, everyone wants a snap kick to the face.
Yeah.
But I think the Conor McGregor effect a little bit. It's just been long-range striking.
That's
Great
a great
takedown.
Good takedown by Tom.
Tom using that Steve Brinkman wrestling training, getting that takedown, passes straight to side control, like moving around that butterfly hook. Doing a good job of controlling the position, not rushing. This is what we like to see from these more experienced fighters.
And we're right next to Steve, and Steve's on the edge of his seat now. Steve likes this.
Oh, really good job by Dean. He got back to his feet and driven Tom back into the fence.
Another great fight so far already. Good jab there. Oh.
I'd like to see Tom play more wrestling. He clearly had a little bit of advantage in the wrestling there.
You can see he likes his striking though.
But
you
Tom
can see he feels he's got a striking advantage.
He just got to set up a little bit more. It's just everything is a power shot. Let's just see some jabs, throw 3 or 4 in a row. Oh, great duck under to that double leg.
Very well timed.
Will Dean be able to finish this? Tom's hooked the other arms.
Good balance by Dean there though. Steve talked him through that, bringing him down.
I'm very impressed by Tom's wrestling. He got that takedown quite easily. Dean looked a little bit lost in his wrestling defense. This is so experienced by Tom. He's not rushing. So many people would be in guard here and they would just try and throw bombs and get caught in triangles and something silly. Whereas Tom is just taking his time, controlling him, making sure he's going to win this round.
Keeping his head nice and low as well, isn't he? Couple of nice rights there.
Great first round.
Yeah, good first round by both guys.
Well, this is interesting. I think Tom is loading up a little bit too much on his shots. He's trying to knock him out with every single punch as opposed to setting it up.
Yep.
And Dean is a little bit more composed in the striking, peppering shots, throwing combinations. But the real story is that the second they get into a wrestling match, Tom just chucks him on the floor.
But it'll be interesting to see if Tom pays for that, for loading up, once we get into rounds 2 and possibly 3. If he pays for those real big shots he's going for.
Yeah, and we've seen with Cooper's MMA, their fighters are really well conditioned. They make sure they're fit, and they're not going to gas out in these 3-round fights.
And the point you made as well about them being, him looking like he was sparring, he's obviously going to save energy there where he looks relaxed and he's throwing relaxed.
Yeah, there's like preference, you know, some people like the style of someone like Tom who every punch is trying to take the guy's head off.
Yeah.
There's some people like the style of Dean, which is a little bit more like Nate Diaz or someone that's peppering, and then not loading up all the time.
Yeah. And they touch glove, round 2 underway. Oh, good right hand.
He found the gap there with that right hand. Oh, spinning back.
Oh, but he wore a couple of punches for it.
This is the risk with spinning, but he spun one way and then spun back the other. It's really skillful.
He goes for a single. Tom's got a single there.
Tom's striking.
Oh, good takedown.
Now he's a bit more tired. He's not loading up so much. He's just throwing it, and he's having a lot more success.
Yeah, it's very true.
See, Dean is in this really frustrating position when your head is against the cage. So if he tries to open his guard to throw up a submission or something, he can't move very easily because his back is in this awkward arch. So Tom's doing an excellent job of just keeping him, driving his head into that fence. That's such good kind of cage craft.
And do you think he'd already be thinking at this stage that he's probably lost round 1 and he needs to get up to make sure that he gets something from this round?
I think he's going to know that, but he's in such a difficult position. This kind of half guard, we saw it in the fight earlier. MMA is very different within Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. People will hold half guard just to keep you on the floor.
Yeah.
And Tom is just holding onto those legs, just dragging him back down to the mat.
And again, in exact replica of the last fight, we found there Dean almost got up and then he just got dragged down again. Tom's in full mount now.
So he's full mount and he's got Dean's head against the cage. This is a really bad spot for Dean.
And he's stretching out Dean's left leg there as well. So he's going to really struggle getting up.
We call this a grapevine position where he's using his feet to stop him bridging. Now he's going to go high. Dean needs to cage walk. He needs to get his feet on the cage and then push his hips off of it. That'll give him a lot more elevation on his bridge, but he's going to really struggle from here. He's taking a lot of damage. still Tom's doing a great job. He's not overdoing these shots. He doesn't want to get bridged off and in a bad spot. He's just taking his time, and now he's looking for submissions, controlling the arms, setting up these shots. He knows he's winning, and he's in a great position.
Looked like Dean almost went to give his back there. He almost went to flick over.
People criticise fighters for doing that, but essentially, like, you're going to stop the ground and pound, the guy's going to switch and try and choke you, and you might be able to escape that. Now, Tom is setting up an arm triangle here, so he's got that arm between his head and Tom's head. He's stepping to the side. This is going to allow him to finish it. He's going to squeeze it up. When he needs to go, he's going a little bit flatter. Dean could go out here. Will he tap? That looks tight. It's a tap.
And he's
Very
out.
good.
Great call, Chris. Great call, I'll give you that. You know you jiu-jitsu, buddy.
Excellent work. Excellent work by Tom. I think Dean just tapped as he was going out there.
Yeah, he's just come around now. He's just opening his eyes. They're just leaving him on the floor.
It wasn't a perfect arm triangle, so I think that's why he's kind of fight his way out of it. Tom, not to criticise, but he did tap him out. But if he'd gone belly down, a little bit flatter, he would have got that even tighter. So I think Dean felt there was a little bit of space, so kept fighting, but there was no way he was getting out of that.
I'll give you props there, though. You spotted that.
That was some good wrestling, wasn't it?
That was some very good wrestling.
We gave you props there for the wrestling coaching.
That's the Elite Training Centre wrestler, taught by Steve Brinkman, also Battle Arena champion and commentator. All-round good guy. And
Another great fight, though. The first two fights have been crackers.
And Tom being very respectful here. It'd be easy to run around the cage and jump up and down, but he's waiting to see if his opponent is okay before he starts celebrating. That's a sign of a really good guy.
In fact, it's a good job Steve is so good at wrestling, because I'm enjoying this. And I know that if he did decide to wrestle me out of position, he can do so.
I think the time's up.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right.
What a fight. This is such a good night. 2 fights in.
Yeah.
So it's one of the best Battle Arena shows already. Amazing performances.
2 good fights. Even if it could have been tighter, eh?
Could always be tighter, though.
Tight-ish arm triangle.
Always be tighter. Some say the tighter the better.
Yeah. Unless you're on the receiving end.
So after 2 minutes and 37 seconds of the second round, we have your winner via arm triangle for the fighter in the red corner, Tom Gibbs. And please make some noise for your runner-up, Dean Ryan. Tom, come on over the chat, bud. Awesome finish to a great fight. How you feeling after that?
Good, man. I was really showing what I can actually do. I've been part against some tough opponents straight off the bat of my amateur career. I want to prove that I stepped up now and start collecting belts.
Well, I still think you had a tough opponent. Indeed, he's a great fighter from a great gym, but you proved your skill today.
That's exactly what I mean. It's a tough battle up. Hit hard, hit fast. I'm nothing but respect for it, man.
So first round, you kind of started taking over when you got that takedown. Was that the game plan going in?
Yeah, I wanted to showcase this fight how easy my ground game, how to take people down and stood up as well. I was showcased everywhere.
Right, mate. I will love you.
You definitely did that. And then second round,
Cheers, buddy.
you got the mount
Good
position.
fun.
Did you think you had it?
I'll catch you in a bit.
Won with the ground and pound before the submission?
Before the ground pound was going to finish it, he done a good job of not taking the hits.
And then obviously locked in the choke, nice and tight. Was that the end of the fight in your head?
Yeah. Once that was on, I knew I went to go into taps or NC.
Well, it was a great fight, great submission. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for your winner, Tom Gibbs.